So following on with the algebra of summation, in the previous video we've done this. In this video we're going to try and tackle these three. So now let's look at this one here. So when you want to sum up the difference of two sequences, then it boils down to you trying to sum up this sequence, and then on a separate occasion sum up this sequence, and then once you've got the two, then just get this one, take away this one. Okay, so now we're going to look at this one here. Okay, so looking at this one here, so when you try and sum up the difference of two sequences, so let's just say this sequence here, is 5, 6, 7, 8. That's this sequence here. Let's just say this sequence here is 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so for you to sum up this pair here, remember when you read this here, you have to read this as a pair. So the first pair would be 5 and a 3. Now the next pair, now you got to read this as a pair. The next pair would be this, because the sequence for A is 5, 6, 7, 8. The sequence for B here is 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I've chosen these randomly, so it could be any sequence. The point is that the first pair would be this, second one would be this, third one would be this, fourth one would be this. Okay, so now well, if it's a minus here, then it's quite complicated because you have to get -6 and then +4. But because it's a plus, you can just remove all the brackets. Okay, so this whole thing here becomes this. Now, same technique as in the previous video. We're gonna group these together. So group all these together. Okay, so rewrite this as this. So that's a 6 here, 7 here, and 8 here. And then here you've got a -3, -4, -5, -6. Factor out the minus, and then sum up all these here. 3, 4, 5. So basically this 3 here goes into here, and then this one here, 5 and 6. Because you can factor out the minus, because if you were to multiply this out, it will give you -3. Multiply this out here, it will give you -4. Multiply this out, it will give you -5, and multiply this out will give you -6. The point is that you can get from here to here. Okay, so for you to evaluate this thing here, you can just concentrate on summing up this sequence. Okay, and then concentrate on summing up this sequence. And once you've got your A here, and once you've got your B here, then you can just get one, take away the other. Okay, so the point is that this thing here can be written as this, and then once you're here, then basically this thing here is this thing here is this thing. So you can just get this, take away this. Okay, so now, yeah, so when if you want to sum up the difference of the two, you can just simply do this and then take away this thing here. Okay, so now let's look at the next one. So here you've got a constant here, and you've got a constant here, and you've got your sequence here. So let's just say this sequence here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then this constant here, let's just say it's a 7. So it's always a 7. The point is that when you try and sum up this thing here, you can actually take the C out here. So it becomes so for you to evaluate this here, you can just take the C out, and then what that means is that concentrate on summing up the sequence here, and then once you've got your whole answer, you can just multiply it by 7. Okay, and the reason why you're able to do this is because of this. So now reading this, you've got to so this here is a 7 here, so 7, so you've got to read this as like a block here. So this here is your block. So the first one will be 7, and then your first term in the sequence is 1, your next one will be 2, 3, 3, and 4. Okay, so now you can factor out the 7. Okay, because you've got this plus this plus this plus and so on. You can factor out the 7, and then it will give you this. So now you can just concentrate on summing up this whole sequence. That's this bit here. You concentrate on summing up the sequence, and then once you've got your answer, you can just multiply by 7. Once you've got your answer here, then you can just multiply by 7. Okay, so what that means is you can imagine this as being this. You can imagine this as being this. This thing here is this block here, this thin block, and then this thing here is this bigger block, and then this one here is this bigger steel block, and this one here is your biggest block here. Okay, so for you to work out the whole area here, you can just concentrate on summing up all of these. That's you doing this. So which is this thing here, and then timesing it by 7. Okay, timesing it by 7. So the whole area here is you summing up this whole thing. That's this bit here, and then times the height, which is a 7 here. You can think of it as this if you want. Okay, and the last one was this one here. So this one here is a constant here. That's just 7 here. Well, when you increase, this C here is a constant. So when you try and write the sequence here, K starts at 1, put the 1 into the K. But so hang on. So what if you have something like this, where if you have a constant here, and then K equals 1, and let's say K up to K equals let's say 3. Okay, so for you to write out this sequence, it would be you putting the 1 into the K, but there's no K. So the first sequence, the first term will be 7, and then increase the K by 1. So increase the K by 1. So the next K would be 2 here. Put the 2 into the K, but there's no K. So the next term here will be 7, and so on. So this thing here will become this. So the point is that when it's a constant, it's just going to give you whatever number here. So well, basically, I hope you understand just by looking at this. It's just you simply, if this is a constant, it's just you getting the number of the number of terms here, and then timesing it by the constant. So I hope that this one here, that you can see why this can simply becomes this. Okay.